we're seeing the director of Andhadhun, the Johnny Gaddar, the Badlapur, and we're waiting 6 years, so are you. Okay, various bits. We can't wait one evening. I want to talk about your patience levels. Are wonderful there. It's so interpersonal. I felt like I was part there. I felt like I was with Katrina and Vijay, which is, I think, what you succeeded to do. But can you give me your mantra for patience?
Mantra for patience, I don't know, but what happened in this film is there were a lot of extraordinary circumstances. We, I think, signed Vijay on his birthday when? That was 2021, I think, no? 21. Then there was COVID, all these boring things.
The usual.
Yeah. So,
But on a general level also, filmmakers need a lot more patience. What is your, do you do yoga? Or what is it that you do that if supposing things aren't going right, what is it your mantra for the day?
I have a lot of vices and all that, so not.
Katrina, this is, it's fantastic. You started the year, end of the year with a bang, and you come back in with this. And I think when you look at the last decade, I think there's been a remarkable change in what the lead heroines of our Bollywood film industry have actually experienced. And, you've been at one of the forefronts of that. You've been very brave always, now this action heroine Avtar also is there with you. This is brilliant, how there's just such interpersonal connections between just two people. This is, of course, a whodunit, if there is. I'm not too sure what it is. But there's always so much that has changed, and you've been pretty much one of those 2-3 actresses that has been in the forefront. So just describe the last decade of change as actors, especially for the lead heroines of films that you've experienced personally also, that, we've all seen, but would love to hear that from you as well.
Well, first of all, Happy New Year, everyone. And I think for me, I always see there are good directors and there are good stories. And that's always been my intention, is to be a part of a story. And in a setup, I always believe that a movie, the director is the captain of the ship. So that's where it starts from. It's not just the actors. So I think this was a combination of some really important factors to me. Working with Sriram Raghavan, that was always on my bucket list to do. And he's been one of my favorite directors. And when I heard the story, I was in awe that I was going to get to work with him in a story like this, which was so incredible, but also I think was right for me. And I think that's probably why Sir and me came together for this film, because he must have also seen that in the character.
Now that you've seen the trailer, I'm sure you've seen it a few times. When you see it out here on the big screen, first time, right? There has to be when a batsman is also batting and he sees a lovely shot, he says, nice shot there. When you see yourself out there, that inner praise must happen once in a while. Do you like what you saw?
I think the film has come together beautifully, both the films actually, because as you saw, there's a Hindi version and there's a Tamil version. That was for us a big challenge, because the kind of scenes, the nature of the scenes, to perform those scenes in Tamil is a challenge, because obviously that's a completely different language for me. But I think both of the films have come out beautifully. They're both films that I'm very proud to be a part of, and that I can't wait to now share with the audience on January 12th.
Yep, we're waiting for that. I'd like to call Pooja Lala as well, the editor of the film. Can I please have another chair up on stage, please?
Why is a fantastic question.
And Girish, I'd like to call you as well on stage, please. Girish Surani, yes.
Pooja, I can give the answer to the why. Because you are the co-captain in this ship, and this wouldn't have been possible without you, any of this.
Can we get a chair on the other side? Yeah. Kevalji, are you here? Yes. Can we have Kevalji as well? We might run short of a chair, but that's fine. Henna? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Kevalji, this side, yes. Right, so Vijay sir.
Yes, sir.
So wonderful to see you in person. Such a fan, and I'm sure that so many people are all fans. And I think the last 2 years, हमारी आपके साथ बहुत one-on-one हो चुकी है. Seeing you in so many different versions, whether it was Vikram or Farzi, or I know that you get a lot of praise. But I'd like to quote Sriram sir. Sriram sir ने बोला कि Vijay is a wonderful actor, not a star. And when you were starting off, maybe a lot of people who come to Bombay 20 years back, people used to say, "Aapko star banna hai, actor banna hai." Actor is a tougher job. So it seems like you have chosen a tougher job, but you're a director's delight also. So I feel you're a star actor only, but this quote of his, which I'm quoting sir only, do you like that quote? Would you rather be an actor who's then become a star because of his exploits?
Happy New Year.
You too, sir.
I don't find any difference. Everybody is an actor. So it sounds like the star doesn't need to act. It's not like that. We are here part of stories and characters. We are just supporting the storytellers. That's what I believe. We don't have any information before the film starts. Even when we go to set house, the first day when we went to the set, I told Pooja ma'am and Sriram sir, the house is full of emptiness, sir. अपना दिमाग भी ऐसे है. पहला दिन का. So we always depend on directors. See, suppose my director is asking for an elephant. I may imagine elephant very bigger, red color. So he may demand the elephant in a green color, very small. So what perception and what kind of elephant and how it should behave and how old is the elephant. So everything is dependent on the directors. So we actors, everybody is stars and we everybody actors.
And that's the humility of the man. And that's why I think, sir, you're such a favorite with everyone. And this gentleman right next to you is a favorite for years for all of us. And he's been a favorite.
अगर 2 साल होएगा तो मैं छोटा भाई बोलूँगा सर को.
Before I ask you all these heavy questions about your relationship with tips and all that, sir, can I please understand what is it that is not in the menu in all those households? Is it shared across with everybody on a WhatsApp group? ये सब नहीं खाना है, ये सब ऐसा लगना है. Because here, when there is 1 kg loss, there is an Instagram story post and one big video made. Can I please understand what is the magic of this Kapoor Khandan?
No, there's no magic. Whatever is made, I think the Boni eats it all. So Anil and me don't get to eat anything. Yeah, so that's the magic. Yeah.
So the disappearing dishes. But of course, you've had a brilliant journey with this association with tips from Bekabu and Ozar. Now, Merry Christmas. You've seen, I mean, I've seen so much of you also in the last couple of years. You know, thanks to OTT also, we're seeing a lot more of you. I know you're enjoying that phase as well. But there's always something that is there with Ramesh ji and you, and there's that relationship that is there. Could you dare ever say no to him if you get a call? Does that happen?
No, I don't think so. Actually, our journey was very interesting. His first picture that he financed was Bekabu, which I was part of. The first picture he produced was Ozar, which I was part of. And I think so one of the biggest hits in music which he gave was Raja, which I was part of. And I'm part of Andhadhun, and this is going to be even bigger.
Big round of applause. I mean, that's... It's a hat trick has already happened. Now a quadruple is happening there. What's the relationship like? Are you all on, like when the film is happening, is there a daily chat? Acha hua aaj?
No, not at all. For me, the most exciting thing of this film was when Sriram sir called me to the office. When I was sitting in the car, I said, "Yaar, I hope my role is good enough. How will I say no to him?" Because I was so excited to be part of a film that is directed by Sriram sir. And when I heard the way he narrates, he doesn't give you the full thing. He narrates in about 20 minutes and he gives you the whole gist of the thing. And I said, "Nee, I've got something to do." I was very happy. And when I said yes, that I'm going to be part, the most exciting part was he said, just a minute. He went to all the ADs. For me, that was the most touching moment where he went to all the ADs and he said, Sanjay said yes to the film. So that is, for me, that is the most special moment of this picture.
Mutual respect, always perfect. And there's a lot of respect for you, Varun, as well. आप जब लिखते हैं, आप जब लोगों से बात करते हैं, I think the last 3 years has been another great connection with people, that great writers like yourself, and, you know, realism has actually come out a lot. I mean, there was a time, I think, there was a lot of things that we couldn't say, it was unsaid, और grey area में रहता था, और हम लोग ऐसी beautiful relationship रहे, हर कोई किसी का दोस्त था. I think you're one of the few that has actually spoken out there, and, you know, I respect your voice a lot. And also, you're a wonderful writer, and that's the reason why I think we need more of you. अभी writers को ये जद्दोजहद और fight तो 2000 साल से चल रही है, but now, like I said, I've called you on stage and it's perfect primary cast के साथ. This has also been a change for me for the last 10 years that I've been doing this, or 15 years. Now do you think that you all have your place in the sun as writers and lyricists and everything?
अगेन मैं हिंदी में बात करूँगा.
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
तो एक तो हाँ, मेरे ख्याल से काफ़ी चीज़ें बदली हैं पिछले 10 साल में ही. मैंने देखा है, मैं 15 साल से हूँ इस शहर में, और शुरू के 4-5 साल तो आप खुद को ढूंढते हैं शहर में, उसके बाद आप खुद को मिलते हैं, उसके बाद वो दौर आता है जब लोग आपको ढूंढते हैं। तो वो वाला दौर अब पिछले 10 साल से मैं देख रहा हूँ कि राइटर्स को लोग ढूंढ रहे हैं, राइटर्स को लोग सीख कर रहे हैं, राइटर्स को इज्जत दे रहे हैं, एंड अ लॉट ऑफ इट हैज़ टू डू विद, आई थिंक, the new kind of cinema that is being made, you know, and Sriram Raghavan is part of that new kind of cinema, or Anurag Kashyap or Vishal Bhardwaj. So there is this whole एक नई तरह का सिनेमा जो 10-15 साल में आया है, जहाँ राइटर्स को इज्जत मिल रही है, क्योंकि कहानियाँ भी नई हैं। वो कहानियाँ हैं जो सिर्फ वही एक आवाज़ या वही एक इंसान कह सकता है, वही राइटर कह सकता है, वो जेनरिक कहानियाँ नहीं हैं। तो उस वजह से भी मेरे ख्याल से इज्जत बढ़ी है। और अगेन, जस्ट टू कम बैक टू मेरी क्रिसमस, ये बहुत ही मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात थी कि टू यू नो टू गेट अ कॉल टू वर्क on a film in lyrics writing capacity with Sriram Raghavan and Pooja Ladha Surti, kind of creating this another new intimate world जो हम पिछली कई फिल्मों से इनके देख रहे हैं। एंड द चेरी ऑन द टॉप फॉर मी वॉज कि प्रीतम म्यूज़िक कर रहे हैं और उनके साथ पूरा एल्बम करने को मिल रहा है। मैं बहुत सालों से बहुत बड़ा फ़ैन रहा हूँ उनका। अभी इससे पहले एक गाना ही बस अभी आया था मेरा डंकी में, एक चल वे वतना नाम से, बट दिस इज़ अ फुल एल्बम और बहुत मज़ा आया। एक अलग दुनिया है इस फिल्म में जो आप देखेंगे जल्दी ही, और उस दुनिया में बहुत ही नैरेटिव ड्रिवन सॉन्ग्स हैं। कोई भी गाना फिल्म से जुदा नहीं है, फिल्म का हिस्सा है और फिल्म का नैरेटिव आगे बढ़ाता है। सो या आपका एक सवाल था, मैंने 2 जवाब दे दिए। दूसरा सवाल अब लोग खुद समझ लें कि क्या था।
ये जो फिल्म की नैरेटिव की बात करें, द सॉन्ग दैट वी सॉट वाज ब्रिलियंट, इट डज गो फॉरवर्ड लाइक दैट। संजय जी, यू नो, लोग ऑलवेज बोलते हैं कि जब फिल्म में ऑडियंस आती है ना, या तो स्टार के लिए आएगी या स्केल के लिए। आजकल स्केल बड़ा अच्छा शब्द यूज करते हैं हम। बचपन में तो सिर्फ वो स्केल होता था, हाउ बिग इज द फिल्म, नहीं तो कॉन्सेप्ट होता है। एज अ प्रोड्यूसर आपको क्या पसंद है? मतलब व्हाट इज इट दैट यू लुक फॉर जब आप यस कर जाते हैं पिक्चर के लिए?
कंटेंट
ओके,
एंड द मेकर।
जी।
श्रीराम और मेरी ये तीसरी फिल्म है साथ में। जॉनी गद्दार, अंधाधुन एंड मैरी क्रिसमस।
व्हाट अ ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड सर, फैंटास्टिक। आई मीन, तो देन यू मस्ट बी लिटिल स्कैर्ड आल्सो कि क्या उस, बिकॉज़ यहाँ पे कंपैरिजन में आधी दुनिया मर जाती है। तो डू यू हैव दैट कंपैरिजन इन योर हेड आल्सो कि ये उसके जैसे हो, क्रिटिकली अक्लेम्ड हो वगैरह?
यू नो, हमारे साथ श्री राम है, वो एकदम हमेशा आपको जमीन पे रखता है।
सो इट वर्क्स वेरी वेल। रमेश जी, डू यू एवर गेट स्ट्रेस्ड? मैंने आपको लाइफ में कभी स्ट्रेस करते हुए नहीं देखा है। आप बड़ी फिल्में बनाते हैं, ब्यूटीफुल फिल्में बनाते हैं, कॉन्सेप्ट फिल्में बनाते हैं। यू नो, एज अ प्रोड्यूसर आपके लिए क्या चीज होती है कि ओके, आई विल पिक दिस इज एक्साइटिंग मी?
डेफिनेटली स्टोरी तो है पहली थिंग, और श्री राम हमेशा अपनी नरेशन 15 मिनट में ही सुनाते हैं। इवन एक टाइम पे तो मैं अंधाधुन का भी पार्ट होने वाला था, लेकिन वो हमने, इनको भी मालूम है, वो जर्नी सब हीरो को सुनाई, किसी को 15 मिनट में समझ नहीं आई। बाद में रिलीज होने के बाद हर एक्टर का फोन आया, हमको करनी है ये पिक्चर।
सर 6 साल से अभी तक लोग लास्ट सीन देख रहे हैं कि क्या हुआ है लास्ट सीन में, 15 मिनट में कैसे समझेंगे?
तो श्री राम इज ही नोज हिज जॉब वेल। और जो भी उन्होंने पिक्चरें बनाई, मैं तो समझता एक हसीना थी से लेके जॉनी गद्दार से लेके जितनी भी पिक्चरें बनाई, सब बहुत अच्छी पिक्चरें बनाई। और एक बहुत अच्छी थ्रिलर की जो एक होती है ना, जो ऑडियंस को कॉन्फिडेंस में लेके आप थ्रिलर बनाओ, तो दैट्स अ वेरी गुड, आई थिंक ऐसा डायरेक्टर और कोई नहीं है हमारे हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में। दैट्स ओनली श्री राम।
I agree with that. Pooja ji, when you're sitting and deciding like this 15-minute narration, you are also there, you're writing it and making sure the twists and turns are fantastic. Are you worried this 15 minutes should sometimes when you look at an actor says thoda 40 minutes kar denga, so to explain a little bit more?
No, I think it's a very organic. Shriram is trying to, when you're asking about narrating to actors,
True.
the idea is to give them a sense of what the movie is, more a holistic sense of the movie rather than the twists and turns. अब इसके बाद ये हुआ, इसके बाद वो हुआ, इस तरह का narration श्रीराम करते नहीं हैं. I think as far as the writing is concerned, we tend to write in detail, and then a version of it is narrated, and then a version of it is shot. That is where the details come in, really. So I don't, ऐसा तो कभी नहीं कि अच्छा थोड़ा और बता देंगे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं. I think he puts all his cards on the table. He says these are the characters. All the actors who come in kind of know what they are signing up for. So
I think it works. Sriram sir, is narration the most important? Is it like the closure? When you say that there's an investment bank has to go and close the deal, can you mess up a really good script with a very bad narration with a big actor? Do you think that's ever happened?
See, sometimes that's happened to me also, like, that they are not probably saying it properly and so on. So, but I feel a good story, you can't narrate badly really. And खराब story होगा तो बहुत drama करके भी वो narration fake लगता है, वो आप सुन भी नहीं रहे. नहीं, मैं उनको बोल रहा था.
It works.
You heard about, you heard me.
Yeah, I had this in my ear also. So right now it's starting like a pilot.
So what I'm saying is I narrate because it's like talking to the actors also, you can see his or her face and इधर मजा आ रहा है, इधर नहीं आ रहा है, kind of a thing, Once it also happened when I was narrating Johnny Gaddar to Rimi Sen, and I was narrating in detail. तो इतना मैं detail में बोल रहा कि I could see she's trying to stop a yawn. तो मैं बोला 1 मिनट में आता हूँ, पानी पी के आता हूँ, and I gave her time, so वो भी करना पड़ता है.
How was the response with the two of them when you were narrating? Actually, Katrina, let's ask you, how was this? No, Sriram sir?
We rarely get to hear him talk. This is very entertaining
Really?
to me. Yeah. He doesn't talk much on set at all. I'll see, I'm watching. So this is very entertaining for me.
We actually to come back. So was it tough to narrate or was it like an immediate? See, there has to be, you're an ISI stamp also.
No, it's not difficult. In fact, to Vijay, I narrated on Zoom.
One sec, I think a mic's off. One sec. Mic on? Yeah.
वो विजय को मैंने Zoom में narrate किया था. He was in Chennai, तो मैंने narrate किया और बस he enjoyed the thing. It was about 15 minutes. Sometimes it's flexible. I thought this movie is going to be 90 minutes without interval, लेकिन इसमें interval है.
Achha.
So theatre owners will be very happy.
I think we get more shows also. Girish, good to see you. It's been a while. Whenever you see like a trailer out there, अंदर से एक आवाज निकलती है. You're part of the family. You yourself come on screen also. When you see a film out there, Papa, it's nice. It works well. Does that come out from your instincts of the Taurani Parivar?
That's like, how I wake up in the morning? Bahut acha hai. It's an innate answer.
Are you allowed to say, I didn't like it a little bit?
In private, yes. Okay. But I think if you see our track record, coming from, as Sanjay sir said, Ozar and The Race, we made Jab Pyar Kisi Se Hota Hai, so many films over the course of our life story of our tips. I think we have a knack, and touchwood, we have one of the best success ratios in terms of hit films. Touchwood, that's been working for us, and I think with good team members, good cast and crew, it's all cherry on the cake.
Yeah, this one's going to have both sides, man. Critical acclaim as well as commercial success. केवल जी, आप जब फिल्में में एंट्री मारते हैं, तो फिल्म के प्रोडक्ट खत्म होने के बाद आपका कोई इसमें ओपिनियन चल रहा होता है या सिर्फ बॉक्स ऑफिस दिखा रहे हैं वेरी गुड, बॉक्स ऑफिस अच्छा चलेगा वही चलना चाहिए, प्रोड्यूसर को यही लिखना चाहिए?
हैप्पी न्यू ईयर. मैं डिफरेंट फील्ड से हूँ. आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम द फिल्म इंडस्ट्री. मेरा बड़ा बचपन से ख्वाब था कि मैं फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में आऊँ, कुछ अच्छा करूँ. संजय रोत्रे का मैं थैंक्स करता हूँ जो मुझे इसमें लेकर आए, और राघवंश के साथ मुझे काम करने का मौका मिला. मैं 2 फिल्म में प्रोड्यूसर हूँ, अंधाधुन में और मैरी क्रिसमस.
सर आपको तो बॉक्स ऑफिस बहुत इजीली पता है सर. रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट इज वेरी हाई. इट वर्क्स. Just before I open out to the public as well, Katrina, I'm going to ask you this. Whenever you're out there in the middle of the film and you're seeing it unravel, this one is a lot of one-on-one. Would you, can you get like a little bit stuck and say that, should I only listen to Sriram sir, or, you're seeing there's a lot that can happen, because I've heard that you're superbly rehearsed, perfect on time, as far as your dialogues are concerned, the script is concerned, all that is concerned. This is so much a one-on-one relationship between you and Vijay out there. Do you prefer this kind of sometimes, this kind of cinema that comes out that you'll say, I'm really happy with this, a big thumbs up to this kind of cinema, as compared to say magnum opus, which is anyway going to work? Like when you have a one-on-one film like this, would you prefer this kind of cinema, like more, like say on a, when you're
Intimate.
Yeah, rather than like say magnum opus all the time, which people are more accustomed to watching with you?
I think that as an actor, you're looking to tell a story and be part of a story which is really interesting. And for me, Merry Christmas ticked all those boxes. It was a really, really unique journey, a unique story about 2 fascinating characters. And the minute I heard it, I was hooked. I'm not observing or I'm not calculating. That goes into calculating. Of course, there are high-octane, big action drama films, and that's wonderful. That's a certain type of cinema. But there are also more intimate unique stories to be told, and that story has to be told at a scale that is suitable for that particular kahani. And I think, and for an actor to be able to do both is what we're supposed to be doing and what I personally enjoy doing. And like I said, for me, this was a Sriram Raghavan film that I thought had a fantastic story, and I was excited to be part of the journey. It was a very interesting journey, actually. There's many parts of the journey that even Sir has not shared yet. There were many twists and turns, even in the journey of making...
Shooting of it. Yeah.
Even before we got on set, it had a lot of, had a life of its own. And when it finally kind of landed up as me and Vijay being in the film, the first day of kind of interaction for me was very fascinating. The minute I heard Vijay describe and talk about a scene, I instantly realized, okay, this is a person who sees things in such a unique way that I can never see a scene in that way. And for me, that was really exciting, to be able to come together and work with people who very evidently see things completely different to the way I would have a take on something. And for all three of us to come together, and Sir does a lot of rehearsals, and we would do the workshop on the actual set for about, I think it was a week before we started shoot. And I was always like, so Sir, when do we start? There was no commitment of when we start. We'll start when it's ready, when he's feeling it. And I think that process was very unique for me as an actor, and extremely, it was extremely magical, I think, to be able to have been a part of this process of Merry Christmas.
Yeah, this one's nice on the report card of your own also, you know, that you've done. But you were very true about him looking at it in a very unique way. He mentioned about the elephant, but not once did he say the grey color. It was red or green. So I realized when you were talking about the elephant also, from the director's perspective also, it's green, yours is red. We would have all thought one option should have been the grey color. So when she was saying that you see things very differently, I do agree that you see things very differently. One last question, Sriram sir, before I open out. When you make a whodunit, or you make like this twists and turns, that's what we assume with a film like this, when you see the final cut, can you have the itch to change few things? We say, this is not come out exactly as I thought. Have you had that in the past with your films also? Because they always have these turns.
No, if we keep watching the film, we even show it to a few friends and colleagues who are like, who will be able to tell us the truth. So by the time it's ready, I mean, the final cut is only when we are happy. I mean, so that way there's no issue.
And were you, but like when we go back to Andhadhun also, we're shocked at the number of turns. Even this film will have so many turns. Are you able to shock the audience in this case that is watching it for the first time?
Well, about this film, I won't talk now, but let them watch and let them say. But what I'm saying is that when you watch a thriller or film like this, the audience is very engaged and they are making up their own story. They are trying to say, okay, ab ye hoga, ab ye hoga. Now, how much you can subvert that, how much you can sort of give them a surprise within, they're also writing their own script while the movie is on. So that is the fun, I think,
I think it worked well. We'll open out to the audience, and we've got a mic that is actually, right there.
New Year. My question is for Katrina, and I'm from News 18. Katrina, can you tell us a little bit about, your meeting with Mr. Vijay Sethupathi on the first day? How was that like? And secondly, did you hit it off instantly, or did it take some time for the both of you to break the ice?
Well, if we didn't hit it off instantly, I wouldn't tell you. No, I'm joking. Our first meeting actually was all three of us together in a room, and I had recently seen a picture of Vijay sir, and he had full white hair and a white beard. I don't know if you've seen that. It's if you see on the internet, it's a very kind of picture which comes a lot. So I had seen him with this full white hair and beard. So when I walked into the office, I didn't know quite what to expect. And when I saw him like this, I was like, oh, wow, that's a really different look. But I was honestly, it was everything for me about this film. I was extremely excited to be working with Sriram sir and with Vijay sir. And as soon as we came together in a room, I think everyone came just as themselves. And we instantly were able to connect. As I said, I think the minute Vijay sir started speaking about the scene, it was fascinating for me. I just thought that, okay, this is the person who views things in such a unique way. And Sriram sir has a very unique take on everything he does. It's the way he sees stories. It's the way he sees people. And it was just about us coming together and finding a rhythm and finding our own way of working and bringing the script to life on film.
Hi, Ramesh sir, this side. Hi, I have a question for you. Post the COVID era, massive films are working very well in theaters. But when you decide to come out with a film like Merry Christmas, which is this intimate, quirky thriller, as we term it, how are you feeling as a producer about the film?
आई एम सुप्रीमली कॉन्फिडेंट ऑन दिस फिल्म. मैं ये समझता हूँ कि पिक्चर हमेशा या अच्छी होती है या बुरी होती है, वेदर वो थ्रिलर हो, अलग जॉनर हो, और बहुत बड़ी पिक्चर हो, यू नो लाइक टाइगर और जवान. हमेशा पिक्चर अच्छी होती है और हमेशा उसकी एक कॉस्ट होती है. अगर आज आप बड़ी पिक्चर, एक्स्ट्रा वैगेंट पिक्चर बनाने जाते हो, उसकी कॉस्ट वो होती है. हम जो पिक्चर बना रहे हैं उसकी कॉस्ट वैसे होती है. तो इट्स ऑलवेज डिपेंड अपॉन द व्हाट यू आर मेकिंग. एंड इफ दैट स्टोरी, एंड जब ऑडियंस थिएटर में पिक्चर देखने आता है, उनको अगर वो एक्साइटिंग लगता है और उनको ग्रिपिंग लगता है, तो वो डेफिनेटली वर्क करती है.
संजय जी, आपसे भी मेरा यही सवाल था कि 2023 इंडस्ट्री के लिए एक बहुत ही अच्छा साल रहा है. आप आगे कंटेंट कैसे देखते हैं आने वाले समय में? हाउ डू यू फील द कंटेंट इज गोइंग टू शेप further, and starting with Merry Christmas being the first release for this year?
So, you know, if a story is good, it will work. You know, and Madhub, I agree with you that all big action, big ticket films are doing well. But recently, there's a film which came from Vidhu Vinod Chopra. And, you know, that is my answer.
Hi, Vijay, so towards your left. It's so fascinating to see you in Hindi movies after Jawan and now in Merry Christmas. What is it that attracts you to complex and negative characters?
What is it?
What is it that attracts you to pick up a role which is complex or negative?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Everything is complex. We always think that if something we see is difficult, that's only difficult. To standing in front of the camera, always it's difficult. And doing villain roles, I enjoy. Enjoy so much. You don't know that. I can't torture anybody in real life. I can't kill anybody in real life. I get a chance and I can express that also wholeheartedly. Yeah, I killed that person. Yeah, I know who I am. And imagining yourself as a highly egoistic person. You may have an ego so much, but you can't act. You can't show it to everybody. You have to pretend, no, I'm very humble. ऐसा करना पड़ता है. लेकिन on screen, तो you can express, yes. You can laugh, you can play with the emotions. It's a fun, okay. Expressions, I always talk about food. Please don't think bad about me. Expressions are like food and taste. It's inside your mind. I want to have all the taste. That's all, nothing. Thanks.
Sriram sir, here, on your left, वहीं पीछे में ही है. आप ये फिल्म आपकी है, ये पैन इंडिया फिल्म है, साथ में आपने तमिल में भी डेब्यू भी किया है. किस तरह से आपने मैरी क्रिसमस को कंटेंट ड्रिवन भी बनाने की कोशिश की है, साथ में कमर्शियल फिल्म भी बनाने की कोशिश की है?
मैं ऐसा अलग अलग नहीं सोचता यार. एक कहानी अच्छी लगी तो फिर हम सोचते हैं कि लोगों को, मुझे अच्छी लगी, मेरी टीम को अच्छी लगी, तो लोगों को अच्छी लगेगी या नहीं, यही मेन है. और कितने लोगों को अच्छी लगेगी, कितना बजट होना चाहिए, वो सब वो फिल्म पे डिपेंड होता है और थोड़ा बहुत प्रोड्यूसर पे होता है. बट मेनली इट इज़ लाइक मतलब इफ यू लाइक अ स्टोरी, मैं उतना ही देखता हूँ कि कहानी मुझे कनेक्ट हो रहा है कि नहीं. मुझे हो रहा है तो मैं भी ऑडियंस में बैठता हूँ, तो मुझे इट विल कनेक्ट टू एज मेनी पीपल लाइक मी इन द हॉल, यू नो. एंड रिगार्डिंग इसका हिंदी तमिल वर्जन, क्योंकि मैं खुद एक तमिलियन हूँ और मेरी एक इच्छा है कि एक तमिल में एक फिल्म बनाऊँ. मैं मुंबई में रहा हूँ इतने सालों से, एक मराठी फिल्म में मुझे करने की इच्छा है. तो ये सब इसमें फिर मुझे चांस मिला वो करने का, क्योंकि विजय इज़ एन एक्टर फ्रॉम देयर एंड इट विल बी इंटरेस्टिंग टू जस्ट ट्राई इट आउट. लेकिन मैं दोबारा शायद नहीं करूँगा ये, क्योंकि बहुत मेहनत है और बहुत टॉर्चर हो जाता है हम लोगों को ही. क्योंकि एक सीन शूट किया हमने हिंदी में उसके 10 दिन के बाद वही सीन फिर से करना है, थोड़ा अलग करते हैं या क्या करते हैं, क्या वही कैमरा एंगल, वही लाइटिंग, वही सब करना, इट इज़ नॉट सो मच फन, so that adventure discovery is not there, but फिर भी I enjoyed myself because वही था कि एक तमिल फिल्म करना है तो मैंने वो भी किया.
Thank you.
Just adding to that, sir, is it a copy paste? Is it copy paste Hindi?
No.
and
There are
Tamil?
different. There are some other than Vijay and Katrina and couple more people.
Actors are different, but otherwise, scene-wise and everything-wise.
How can it be copy paste? Because the language in Tamil is a different idiom actually. Hindi में अलग idiom है. हाँ, कहानी is the same. मैं ज़्यादा बोलूँगा नहीं because people think maybe there are two different endings. सोचने दो, दोनों फिल्म देखो और फिर मैं इसका जवाब मिलेगा. और कैरेक्टर एक्टर्स अलग है, जिसमें यहाँ पे विनय पाठक है, वहाँ पे राधिका शरद कुमार है. ऐसा we have had fun.
Hello Vijay sir.
कहाँ है सर आप?
Towards your left, straight up.
Hi sir.
Hi, this is Ravi Jain from ABP News. If I can ask the question in Hindi, with your permission.
हाँ जी, please.
अगर हिंदी सिनेमा की बात करें तो आपका करियर काफी छोटा रहा है. आपने हाल फिलहाल में शुरुआत की है, मुंबई कर की थी, जवान की, और अब मैरी क्रिसमस आ रही है. आपने शाहरुख खान के साथ काम किया, कटरीना के साथ काम किया, श्रीराम राघवन जो वन ऑफ द मोस्ट रिमार्केबल और प्रोलिफिक डायरेक्टर माने जाते हैं इस कंट्री के, उनके साथ काम किया. मैं जानना चाहूँगा कि क्या फ्यूचर की अगर बात करें तो ऐसे कौन से एक्टर्स हैं, मेल फीमेल, या कौन से ऐसे डायरेक्टर्स हैं जिनके साथ आप काम करना चाहेंगे, और कैसा रहा कटरीना और श्रीराम सर के साथ काम करना आपके लिए?
सर, आई डोंट हैव एनी पर्टिकुलर विश इसके साथ काम करना है, उसके साथ ऐसा कुछ नहीं. एंड मोस्टली आई डोंट डिस्कस दैट विथ माई डायरेक्टर्स. दैट इज डिपेंड ऑन माई डायरेक्टर्स. दे हैव टू चूज द एक्टर्स. सो मुझे ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. आई एम जस्ट ओनली डिपेंड ऑन द फिल्म मेकर्स एंड द स्टोरीज. Of course, with the producers. That's the main concern. And सर मैं बहुत सोच के बात करूँ सर. दिमाग में एक राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस चलता है सर. कभी सवाल आएगा तो वो 5-6 आदमी लोग बैठ के ये बोलो करके बोलता है. मैं तो फिल्टर करना पड़ता है सर. सो सर मैं जवाब अभी भी बाकी है सर. So with Katrina, really, I don't know how to explain. I never expected I'll work with this actor, and I'm a very big fan of Katrina. And then it was like, so I was very happy when I see her on first day. Oh, Katrina, okay, hi. So I couldn't express it. Suppose if there is another person inside me who can come out and dance, he would have danced in front of Katrina like so much. So it didn't happen there. And then she is very thought process actor. She has so much questions. She thinks too much, but she is very dedicated, and she's trying to understand. She may come up with an idea, but she's very adaptable. She understands you, and even if she can't accept your thoughts, also she will listen to you, and then she'll put a lot of effort with so much of sensibility, and to make the scene better. That's why she is in the industry. Not only she is so beautiful, she is so sensible. That's what I believe. Just a beauty can't survive for so many years. It's sense and then understanding should be there, which I can. I felt it when I was working with, because I'm a person. I read my co-actors. I read my cameraman. I sense my set, and then I understand my director's vision. I try to crack their minds. Then only I can go and fit it there. Otherwise, I'll be separate out of the set. It's like, so as far as my understanding, she is very sensible. She is so beautiful. And Sriram sir, मैंने कुछ गलत कुछ नहीं बोला.
And how was it?
I don't know why everybody is laughing. I think I'm talking very seriously.
And how was it working with Sriram sir?
Sriram sir, hi sir. It was really. He's very sweet. I met him in Melbourne. मैंने Melbourne film festival award function के लिए गया था, उधर ही मिला था. And then first I thought this man is very serious. Actually, he's not at all serious. And then the cute thing he does is every time whenever he wanted to say something, he take a video and send me that. I have those videos. It's a very beautiful memory. what happened between me and Sriram sir. It was very beautiful memory. So I always, if there is anything good, a day or my birthday or something, even if you want to talk to me also, he sent me a video. He said, Vijay, call me when you are free. ऐसा करके message भेजता है. So I like the way being himself. It's very good to watch Sriram sir and spending time with him. And according to film, the great thing I learned from him is I spent about 25 to 30 days with Sriram sir. So what I believe is when the directors, when they write a story or something, when they discuss a story, to decide a dialogue. Suppose if there is a scene, there is a dialogue. So they take so much of time to come to that dialogue. This is the dialogue my actor is going to speak. But before that, they might have so many thoughts. So everything they can't communicate to actors. So when I spend time with my director, I can understand the person, who he is, and how he wanted to conceive the film and everything. That happened between me and him, and then I am applying those tactics in my next films also, which is helping me so much. It is giving me freedom of thoughts and expressions when I go to set. So he made me so comfort. And my birthday is Jan 16, and his first film is released on Jan 16. And that day we had a very big party. It was very nice. So it was fun. And thanks to Pooja.
This year also, Jan 16, you can have a big party, sir. 4 days after, success party.
मैं घर जा रहा हूँ sir.
Achha, sorry.
And also it's 20 years of Ek Hasina Thi. That was the thing. Jan 16th it released.
Sweet.
Sriramji, this side, Rajiv here.
No.
Here. Okay, last two movies of yours, they were Pune based, and Pune itself finally became a character in the film. So I always assumed that Merry Christmas bhi wahi hogi. But since it is set in Mumbai, how have you incorporated Mumbai? Is Mumbai also going to play a kind of character within the plot line?
No, definitely this kind of story. I needed a city which has, where the Christmas is celebrated. In Pune, I know because I've grown up there. But क्या हुआ कि पुणे में हमने रेकी भी किया, हमने लोकेशंस पे देखा, लेकिन क्योंकि कोविड के जस्ट बात था, everybody was reluctant to give out their houses, give out locations and so on. और तो फिर हमने सोचा कि बॉम्बे में करेंगे, थोड़ा बहुत कंट्रोल सिचुएशन में करेंगे ऐसा, that way. And Bombay is, it's a great city only, and plus we are shooting a Bombay of हम दिखा रहे हैं Bombay of the 1980s. अभी आज का बॉम्बे में ना इतना अच्छा रास्ता है, इतना अच्छा बिल्डिंग है, लेकिन इतने गाड़ी दोनों तरफ पार्क देके मजा ही नहीं आता है. तो फ्रेम रखो तो वो सब गाड़ी निकालने में हमारा काफी टाइम मतलब क्या वाट लग गया, you can say. But because it's period, we have tried to create a more innocent, a more beautiful Mumbai.
And Katrina ji here. Yeah, Rajiv again. Yeah,
Left, on the left.
Meeting after a long time. Katrina ji, how was the experience of playing such a nuanced character vis-a-vis, somebody who's just a glamour doll, or somebody like in Tiger 3, you're continuing a character which you have played before and, doing all the action as well?
I think I see things a little different, perhaps. I actually think that the character of Zoya is one of the strongest female characters I've ever had a chance to play. And I think, especially in Tiger 3, it was so beautifully nuanced and so well written by Manish Sharma. And I thoroughly enjoyed being able to play that character. But that world, that film, and that character has its own charm. A character like the character I'm playing in Merry Christmas, it's a different world. It's a different tone. It's a different language. It's a different pace. It's a different rhythm. So coming into that world, which was Sriram Raghavan's world, the first thing that I needed to do was to come in with an open mind. We had been discussing this film for a good, I think, almost a year and a half before we got on the set. And the first thing Sriram sir asked me to do was to write a backstory of who this woman was. The character's name is Maria, and he told me, you heard earlier, that he gave about a 20-minute narration, and he asked me then to write Maria's backstory. Where was she? What drove her to to become the way she is? What did she feel? What had happened in her life? So that whole process was an extremely helpful process, I think. We worked very hard before coming on set. I did a lot of workshops a lot of workshops with a few different people. Sriram sir had a workshop with us as well. So I enjoyed this kind of a process. It's not all the time that you get to rehearse the scenes with your co-actor and to be able to do that over a few days. So for me, this was a really fulfilling experience. A lot of work went into the preparation, and I think, I hope that it's come out the way that we had all hoped for and the way that Sriram sir envisioned it.
हेलो हेलो मैं दीपेश पांडे दैनिक जागरण से संजय सर मेरा सवाल आपसे रहेगा अगर पिछले कुछ आपके प्रोजेक्ट्स की बात करें तो उनमें ग्रे कैरेक्टर्स ज़्यादा नज़र आ रहे हैं तो क्या बात है कि मतलब क्या ग्रे कैरेक्टर्स में एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए ज़्यादा चीज़ें दिखती हैं ज़्यादा मौके मिलते हैं एज एन एक्टर जहाँ ज़्यादा चीज़ें उसमें परफॉर्म करने के लिए होती हैं क्या बात है कि ज़्यादा उसमें आपकी दिलचस्पी नज़र आ रही है
मेरी दिलचस्पी कहानियों में है अब वो कहानी जो पसंद आती है उसके कैरेक्टर्स ग्रे होते हैं
सर ये संजय कपूर जी जी
हाँ तो अच्छा टू संजय यू नीड टू बी क्लियर वेल लाइक विजय सर जस्ट सेड कि नेगेटिव और ग्रे रोल करने में काफ़ी चीज़ करने को मिलती है जो रियल लाइफ में नहीं मिलती है तो वेल एज एन एक्टर सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होता है कि यू हैव टू एंजॉय व्हाट यू आर डूइंग वेदर इज़ पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव इट शुड नॉट मैटर अगर आपकी स्टोरी अच्छी है आपका रोल अच्छा है एंड you know actor's job is to do what the director wants him to do and that's what I try to do and I'm enjoying what I'm doing and that's the reason I think so I'm getting some good work I'm working with some great directors great actors getting great opportunities and that's all well you'll see me in Merry Christmas in something really different I hope you enjoy that also I won't say it's grey, black, green, color मुझे पता नहीं, but it's a very interesting role.
Thank you, gentlemen. We'll wrap that up
Just one question.
on this one.
Just one question. I just
Okay,
have one question.
right at the end. Last one, yeah.
So, like, hello everyone.
Yes, please.
Yeah, hello everyone. It's Rishil from Pink Villa. And firstly, congratulations on Merry Christmas. The units look very good. And I just had a question for Katrina ma'am. So basically, like, big actors have a baggage on their shoulders. They have to cater to a very large section of the audience, and sometimes like actors get trapped in the get trapped into it because like they have to cater to a very large section of the audience who prefer routine content over something which is slightly different. So I just wanted to ask that like do you like try to like the creative germ like you try to satisfy your creative germ or you try to like you try to cater to a larger section of the audience in particular?
I think, of course, I understand what you're saying. You will feel a little, you can feel a little nervous or a little fearful when you step out of the zone of a large commercial entertainer. But I think the solution for that is to be fearless and to overcome that fear because that experience and that reward is really incredible for an actor. And I think that that's an important thing for my growth as an actor and my growth as a performer. So I would just say, feel the fear and feel the nerves. That's good. Let that drive you. And give every film your heart and soul, which is what I try to do.
But ma'am, do you feel that that can result in like a smaller audience or something compared to the large audience that you usually cater to? Like, is that a fear?
You know, I think that every film finds its own audience. And I think the story we've put out the story now. Our trailers are out, our songs are coming out now. And the people to whom it is connecting, that's our audience. I think Sriram Raghavan has a very loyal fan following. And I think that we've put our best into it. We've made a film I think we're all proud of. And it will now be for you to judge on January 12th, and we're all looking forward to seeing the audience's reaction.